Hey YouTube, Double Tap here. I want to do a video on how I tie these quick deployment lanyards that I keep on my bag and on my rigs. I showed you guys that I had in the vehicle hydration carrier on my rig. This one's about 50 feet and this one's about 25 feet. The way these work is there's a loop here, and I usually keep it on a Grimlock or on a carabiner. And then when you're ready to use this, you just have to yank it, and that'll come off like that, and your loop comes out, and then from there on, it just deploys nice and evenly all the way through until you're left with that. So it's quick and easy, and it keeps it really clean in your pack, and it hangs off really nice. I'm going to show you how to make these right now. So I measured out 25 feet of 550 cord in OD green to tie this lanyard. Start off, you're going to make your loop as long as you want. This is kind of a pretty good size loop. I usually do. So I'm going to go with about that size. So you're looking at something about like that. And then you're going to take that, take your working end, and melt it. And connect that to your other piece of cord. Make sure it's tight, but not too tight, because you want that loop to come undone and be straight when you're deploying it. You don't want it to still be a loop at the end. So then from there on, you're going to get the ends of your loop and just start making your wraps. When you do these wraps, you want to make sure that they're one on top of the other so that they don't get tangled up when you're unraveling them. Otherwise you'll have knots and you'll knot up your cord when it's coming out. And we don't want that when we're trying to deploy quickly, right? So you're going to make your loops, and I usually use my pinky right there to kind of make sure that that's the top loop. My pinky and my thumb, like so. Okay, so there we go. Once you have about 5 feet of cordage left on the end, you're going to want to make your final loop and then start your wrapping around to keep that nice and tight. So your first wrap, I kind of like to make it a little high, and then real tighten that down and start wrapping this all the way down. Okay, so now we're down to the end. We've wrapped it all the way down. We're going to make our final wrap and leave a loop to come through right there. And we're going to feed that through and get that wrap on there, like so, and tighten that down. Okay. Then take our excess melt that, and then stick it to itself. Since that'll be the end of your lanyard when it comes out, that'll be the last thing that comes out. So you want to stick it to the last wrap that you did. And basically, there you go.